Hi, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of Jess Curious, the podcast where curious minds come together to explore the mysteries and conspiracies that shape our world. I'm your host, Jessica, and I'm thrilled to have you join me on this journey of exploration and discovery. I'm not here to change your mind, I'm just here to hopefully open your mind into a world of what if. Have you ever found yourself questioning what you've been told, or perhaps you've stumbled upon a theory so bizarre that it left you wondering, could there be some truth to this? I created this podcast because I'm a naturally curious person and I want to find out if there are others out there who share my interests. As a Christian, I hold my faith dear, but I also recognize that many ancient texts and beliefs exist alongside my own, and I'm eager to explore them. From stories within the Bible to the fascinating tales of mythical creatures, we'll dive into questions that often go unasked. I'll also shine a light on some of the most talked about figures in politics and celebrity culture, challenging the narratives that we've been fed and exploring the hidden truths beneath the surface. So grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's dive into the intriguing questions that spark our curiosity. Let's kick things off by talking about what conspiracy theories are and why they capture our imagination. From the moon landing to government cover-ups, these theories often challenge the narratives that we've been told. Now, why do people believe in them? Well, some researchers will say it often comes down to a desire to understand the world around us. In times of uncertainty, conspiracy theories can provide a sense of control and clarity. They also say that studies show that during times of crisis, people are more likely to seek out alternative explanations for events. So when the world feels chaotic, which it sometimes feels like it to me, it's only natural to look for answers, even if they're strange. For me personally, though, I know that there are always three sides to the story: theirs, ours, and the truth. Watergate was once a conspiracy theory. So was the idea of government surveillance until documents proved otherwise. There have been so many conspiracy theories that were once dismissed as just that, conspiracy theories, until investigations, declassified documents, or whistleblowers revealed the truth. I can go into a deep rabbit hole with each story, and I always find more things out after recording. For these episodes, I want to try to view each side to every story, but if there are things that I missed or different stories that you would like me to research on or do, then please leave a comment and let me know. I'm still very new to this and still need to figure out my flow. For now, I'm trying to keep my words lined up. If I didn't follow some sort of script, my mind would be everywhere. Now let's explore how many conspiracy theories share themes with stories from various religions. For instance, many cultures have flood myths or tales of creation that echo each other. These shared narratives raise fascinating questions. Are these stories simply coincidences, or do they reflect deeper truths about humanity? Did you know that the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the oldest known stories, features a flood narrative similar to Noah's Ark? This connection makes me wonder if these tales are humanity's ways of processing our existence and fears. Speaking of connections, have you ever had a gut feeling that later turned out to be true? A sense that you couldn't justify with logic? Maybe you thought of a loved one seconds before they called. Maybe you avoided a road only to learn that there was an accident minutes later. Biologists call it interoception, the brain reading subtle signals from the body faster than conscious thought, but many faiths call it something else: the spirit's whisper, or the third eye, or simply intuition. Real quick, I want to share a bit about my own experiences with intuition and how they relate to the themes that we'll explore in this podcast. Now, I've had moments where my gut feelings led me to truths that I couldn't explain. For example, I have a couple of stories where I felt an overwhelming sense that something bad was going to happen to someone that I cared about. That feeling was so intense that I almost stopped my family members from leaving the house. I couldn't leave the house. This wasn't just a feeling. It was like death was literally at the door. And the next morning, I did receive heartbreaking news about a relative's passing. So that feeling was there for a reason. And that has happened a few times to me in my life. Now, these experiences make me question whether there's something more at play. Could our intuition be a window into a deeper understanding of the world around us? And let's not forget about manifestation. And I'm not talking about prayer, although I do believe in prayer as well. This is something different. I know it's trendy to talk about, but beneath the hashtag brags, it's rooted in actual psychology. Have you ever felt that you are destined to win a game or achieve a goal? That feeling of sureness can be powerful. And this is not just a feeling, but you can actually see how it all plays out in your head. Did you know that when we visualize success, the brain fires the same neurons as if we're actually doing the thing? Research also suggests that believing in our success can significantly impact our outcomes. Now that's more sciencey, but then there's also the spirit side. Faith says, speak life. What you confess with your tongue shapes your reality. Buddhism says intention drives karma. Energy flows where attention goes. Different languages, same power, turning ideas into reality. This idea leads me to wonder, are we tapping into something beyond ourselves when we manifest our dreams and desires? Now me, I'm a quiet manifester. I write prayers in my journal, whisper goals to God, then get to work, because belief without action is just daydreaming. I've been working on this podcast for a couple of months. It was something that came into my head May of 2025, and I've been kind of postponing it. So this is me now taking that action. So maybe manifestation is where heaven and hustle meet. I created Jess Curious because I want curiosity to be safe again. Not mocked, not feared, and honestly, I have so many questions always going through my mind. My little 3 a.m. thoughts. How tall was Jesus? Things like that. And no one really to talk about it with that I feel will understand how my mind works. We're all allowed to ask, what if the truth is somewhere in the middle? I believe conversation heals division. When we explore everything, history, science, the Bible, other faiths, folklore, and modern culture, patterns start to emerge. And maybe that's how we see God's fingerprints. Not in one tradition, but in the connection between them all. So throughout this show, we'll question ancient mysteries, modern cover-ups, and even our own biases. Some will make you laugh, and some might have you saying, but all will invite you to think freely. And that's what being curious truly means. So as we wrap up this first episode of Just Curious, I hope you're feeling as excited as I am about exploring these topics together. Remember, this podcast is about curiosity, open-mindedness, and the thrill of discovery. If you enjoyed today's episode, please share it with your friends and invite them to join our journey into the mysterious world of conspiracy theories. I will be trying to put an episode out every Thursday, so remember, it's okay not to have all of the answers. Keep your heart steady, your faith anchored, and your mind open. Here's your affirmation for the week. Stay curious, stay kind, and stay grounded in grace. Because truth isn't hidden from us, it's written everywhere for those willing to look. Until next time, I'm Jessica, and this is Just Curious. Stay curious, not furious, and never stop exploring. Bye!